Welcome back to another edition of Warriors Nation News. Today, we delve into an intriguing chapter of the Golden State Warriors' journey, a topic that stirs debate and raises important questions for the franchise's future. We're talking about the 2021 NBA Draft and a pivotal decision the Warriors made with the 7th overall pick. While hindsight is always 20/20, it's essential to assess the situation fairly, recognizing both the successes and the missed opportunities that shape the current roster. So, let's dive into the story of Jonathan Kuminga, Franz Wagner, and what could have been. Jonathan Kuminga, a diamond in the rough. When the Warriors selected Jonathan Kuminga with the 7th pick in the 2021 NBA Draft, there was palpable excitement. Kuminga, a raw but incredibly talented player, represented the future of the franchise, a player with immense upside, capable of being molded into an integral piece for the Warriors' championship window. His combination of size, athleticism, and potential made him a highly touted prospect, and the Warriors' front office, alongside head coach Steve Kerr, were confident that he could develop into an impactful player. At just 22 years old, Kuminga has already shown flashes of brilliance. In his current season, he's averaging 16.8 points, 5.0 rebounds, and 2.2 assists per game, while shooting 45.9% from the field and 34.5% from beyond the arc. His athleticism and versatility have been key assets, particularly when filling in for injured players and contributing to the team's defense and fast-break offense. However, Kuminga's journey in the NBA has been anything but linear. There have been moments of growth, but also inconsistency. As is often the case with young players, the road to development can be bumpy. Kuminga has shown promise in various areas of his game, but still lacks the polish and consistency of some of his peers. This inconsistency has led to some frustration for fans and critics alike, especially considering the Warriors' championship aspirations in a window that won't last forever, with the likes of Stephen Curry, Klay Thompson, and Draymond Green still in their prime. Kuminga's contract situation has also added to the uncertainty surrounding his future in Golden State, as he approaches restricted free agency in the summer of 2025. It's clear that both sides have not been able to come to an agreement on a contract extension, leaving questions about his long-term role with the team. While the Warriors have time to make a decision, the uncertainty around his future only adds complexity to the situation. The case for Franz Wagner, a missed opportunity? In the same draft, just one pick after Kuminga, the Orlando Magic selected Franz Wagner with the 8th overall pick. While Kuminga's growth has been up and down, Wagner has quickly emerged as one of the NBA's most promising young talents, making the debate between the two selections all the more fascinating. Currently, at 23 years old, Wagner is thriving in Orlando, a key player for a Magic team that, despite being in a rebuild, is on the rise. This season, he's averaging 25.1 points, 5.6 rebounds, 4.9 assists, and 1.4 steals per game, while shooting 46.5% from the field and 31.7% from beyond the arc. These numbers indicate a well-rounded player who is able to impact the game in a variety of ways. His ability to score, facilitate, and rebound is already at a high level for a player of his age, and it's no surprise that he's being compared to some of the best in the league. Wagner's breakout performances have already earned him recognition. For example, on November 22, 2023, Stat Mamba tweeted that Franz Wagner is the youngest forward to record a 35-point and 10-assist game since LeBron James in 2007. Those are the kinds of statistics that suggest Wagner's potential is limitless, and many are already speculating that he could be an NBA All-Star by 2026, assuming the Magic's trajectory continues upward. With his blend of skills and maturity, Wagner has become one of the brightest young stars in the league, and it's impossible not to wonder, what if the Warriors had selected him instead? This question is not just hypothetical. It's something that can influence how the Warriors approach their roster and future moves. Given Wagner's rapid development and clear impact, it's hard to ignore the fact that he might have been a better fit for the Warriors' current needs, especially considering the aging core of Curry, Thompson, and Green. Wagner's ability to contribute immediately and his versatility on both ends of the floor could have been a perfect complement to the Warriors' system, which values both offense and defense in equal measure. Kuminga versus Wagner. The verdict is still out. Of course, it's important to remember that it's still early in Kuminga's career, and we can't fully judge his potential just yet. There are many factors at play, including his development, fit within the Warriors system, and the unpredictable nature of young players' growth. Kuminga has shown enough to suggest that he could become a valuable contributor in the years to come, but the road to becoming a consistent and dependable player in the NBA is long, and it's not always smooth. The Warriors, known for their focus on player development, have the tools and infrastructure to help Kuminga reach his full potential. But even with that in mind, the comparison to Wagner remains a fair one. At this point, Wagner is ahead in terms of both production and consistency, which is why many have speculated that the Warriors may have been in a better position had they selected him over Kuminga. That said, one key factor in the Warriors' decision to draft Kuminga was their long-term vision. While Wagner's current production is impressive, Kuminga's upside has always been tantalizing. The Warriors, who have historically thrived with a system-based approach rather than relying solely on individual brilliance, may have seen Kuminga as the piece that could eventually fit into their dynamic offense. Additionally, his physical tools make him a versatile defender, a role that the Warriors highly value as they look to remain competitive in the Western Conference. The reality is that we can't fully know how the Warriors would have fared with Wagner. The Magic, a team with a different organizational approach, have been able to provide Wagner with the space and responsibility to flourish, whereas the Warriors system requires players to sacrifice certain individual freedoms for the collective good. Had Wagner landed in Golden State, his development could have taken a very different path, and Kuminga's future might have been very different with the Magic. Looking ahead, the future of the Golden State Warriors. Ultimately, the Warriors made their choice with Kuminga, and while the jury is still out, it's crucial to remember that the Warriors' long-term success isn't defined by one draft decision. It's about how the organization adapts and grows with its young players. Kuminga's journey may take a little longer to reach its peak, but he's shown enough to suggest that he could become a valuable piece for the Warriors in the future. As we look ahead to the upcoming summer, when Kuminga will become a restricted free agent, the Warriors have the opportunity to assess his progress and make a decision about his future with the team. There's no question that the Warriors' current championship window is still wide open, and how they handle the development of their younger players, like Kuminga, will play a significant role in determining their success in the coming years. While it's fair to question whether the Warriors made the right call in drafting Kuminga over Wagner, it's important to remember that the path to success in the NBA is rarely a straight line. With the Warriors' championship pedigree and emphasis on player development, Kuminga still has the potential to become a key piece of the team's future, even if it takes a little longer than some might expect. The Golden State Warriors have a history of overcoming challenges and turning potential into greatness, and if Kuminga can continue to develop, the future could still be very bright for him and the Warriors. Stay tuned, Warriors fans, and as always, go Dubs!